everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with day 12 for my December daily, and I'm just showing you these are We Are Memory Keeper page protectors, and they're 8.5 by 11, and they all come with, I think there's like 9 little pockets, 3 by 4. So what I do is I sew right down the middle, because if I just cut the pockets that you can use, I would waste 3 pockets every time. But sewing in the middle, and then I can cut in between the sewing, I end up with 9 pockets. And then by sewing the middle like that, then the middle pocket is going to be maybe a little smaller, but I'm okay with that. At least I don't waste 3 pockets. And then by using these page protectors, I already have 3 sides that are sewn on 6 cards, right? Except for the middle one. And then all I have to do is put in my sequins and then sew the top, and that's done. So, and then usually what I do is I put sequins, and this time around I put a little candy cane and some peppermint stamp that I had stamped out on vellum, and some red and white sequins, and then that's my little pocket. And I like to do that every few pockets. I just think it's so cute. It just kind of, and I love putting an extra little element in there. So at this point, I was just trying to figure out what configuration of page protectors I want to use. And I've been kind of switching it up a bit, so I decided to just go with the normal, 2 4x6 at the top, 2 at the bottom, and then 4 3x4s. And then I'm just going to decorate the cards. And then the next page protector is going to be a different one. After day 14. Day 13 is going to be the back of this one. And then when I do day 14, that's when I change it up. So this layout is facing day 11, and day 11 is green. So what I decide to do on this side is I'm going to do red and gold, and it really looks well beside each other. And then some of the cards have some green, so then it pulls in the green from the other side too. And ever since I decided to do, pick a couple of colors and go, I found that I just kind of, I'm able to put the pages together way easier. And I really like that. It's just really quick. So I cut down the cards to the right size, and then I rounded all the corners, or I'm going around all the corners. And then I go through my sticker sheets, find out everything that I want to put on this layout, and then throw it in the middle of the page. And then once I have enough stuff, then I start moving it around. Now this is a stamp set that I just got in my last haul from My Creative Time, and it's a cute little coffee cup, and I wanted to use it up. So I'm looking for some white cardstock, and I'm going to cut out the base of the cup, and then I'm also going to stamp it on some pattern papers, and then I'm going to also stamp a background, and I'm going to cut it out. If it seems like I can't talk tonight, oh, my brain is fried. I just did a day shift, just got home maybe 20 minutes ago. It was really busy day, so I'm super tired, but I want to get this up because tomorrow we actually have to go in early. I'm going to have to get up like at 4 o'clock in the morning. I have to be there for 5:30. And I won't get home till 7 tomorrow night. So I want this up and loaded so that I can put it up tomorrow. Put it up on YouTube tonight, and then tomorrow it'll be there. And today's November 24th. So I stamped it on white and then cut it out. Or maybe I used I can't remember if I just cut it out by hand, because I figured, I think it was just easy, and I just cut it out by hand. And then I decided, you got to take out your Cuttlebug anyway, because now I want to do some texture on that cup. So I'm going to take some frayed burlap ink, distress ink, And I'm going to take a stamp set again from my favorite things. And it's going to take me a few times to figure out that die, because you got to put it a certain way so that it fits on your cup right. So I'm going to take my Cuttle Bug, and you're just going to see it there on the edge. And I'm going to put it through. Oh, and I want to mention too, I had said that I was going to try and do the sewing on camera. Well, I forgot that my little sewing machine is broken. And there's no way I can lift that big thing, because now I'm using my good sewing machine, and it's permanently put next to my desk, and I can't lift it. It's just too heavy to lift and bring over and bring back. So I kind of put it somewhere so it's right next to me, and I can just sew really easy. So I just thought I'd explain it with words, so hopefully that makes sense. So like I said, it's going to take me a few times to figure out that die. And because every time I kept trying it on the cup, the writing was upside down, and it wasn't fitting right on the cup. So third time was a charm, and I got it. So, and then I'm just going to build the layers of the cup, and it's just so cute. There you go. Now I'm going to put everything away, and I find clear stamps, I try to put them away right away, because it's happened to me quite a few times that if I don't, I lose them. And I don't like that. I find once I purchase one stamp, if I lose it, that's it. I don't buy it anymore. So I, don't want to lose them. So I put them away right away, because the name is cling stamp, right? So they cling to everything. And I just showed you, I had quite a few questions about the dauber or the dabber. And it is from Ranger, and it's an embossing dabber. And I got mine at Simon Says Stamp. And I just thought of it, and I thought, well, I'll just show it on the camera so that I can mention it. But I'm actually going to use it here in a minute, because I'm going to decide that I want to emboss the number 12, and I want to emboss it in red. But before that, I'm going to start working on the clusters. And there was a little card. It was just so cute. And it's a picture of Santa, and he's kind of winking. And so I decided to put a flare badge next to it that says no peeking. And then the card on the bottom, it was all stuff that I had pulled, a lot of it for my last red layout that I didn't end up using. Well, I kept it all together in my iris container. So this time when I'm like, oh, I got to do another red, I'm going to do another red page, I just grabbed that cluster of stuff, and then I added, a few more things, and now I'm trying to use it all up. And whatever I don't get to use on this layout, same thing. Next time that I do a red layout, I'm just going to pull it for that. And I'm going to be starting day 15. So I did it. The challenge for my Facebook group was to work on December daily. And I had said, there's no way I'm going to get all 31 days done. But I was hoping to get at least half the month done. And once I get the 15th and 16th done, I'll be half done before December 1st. So I'm feeling really good, because last year I tried to get December daily going, and I had fun with the 4 days that I got done, but that's all I got done was the 4 days. So I'm thinking this year, where I have things planned, the pages are going to be done, and I'm not limiting myself to, I can move stuff. If I want to add a 4x6, I'm going to take a card from there. I'm going to move it to another page. Or if I find this is not good for day 12, I can just pull the 12 off and move it over, And so I'm making it so that it's very flexible. And before I forget, I was trying to emboss that number 12, and it wasn't working, because, embossing, it goes kind of, shiny. It goes from sort of darkest to shiny. And it wasn't doing that. I'm like, what is wrong with this embossing powder? Is it like old? It was glitter. So, and it takes me a few minutes to realize that. And I'm like, duh, it's glitter. You're going to see me pick up the bottle and read it again. Oh, it's glitter. So I'm going to put it away. Oh, and I've had a ton of questions about that little tray. That little tray is an embossing tray, and it was from Stampin' Up, and it came with 2 trays, a small one and a big one. but they've discontinued them. I bought that like 10 years ago when I first was a demonstrator with Stampin' Up. But I think if you go on Amazon or eBay or even Simon Says Stamp or anything like that, and you type in embossing tray, they won't look like that, but they have quite a few different versions of embossing trays. I even saw one from Martha Stewart, and it even has, in the tray, it has another little tray so that when you emboss like that, the rest of the powder goes to the bottom so that your item is sitting there so that you can just pick it up. And I'm like, I like that. But I have 2 trays, so I don't need another one. So I smartened up and I went and got some real embossing powder, and then I embossed it. And I used that Ranger embossing dabber, and then I put some Zing embossing powder, and I used my heat tool and embossed it. And now I'm going to keep working on the rest of the clusters. I have to say, day 11 and day 12 is probably 2 of my favorite pages, and it's because of the way that it ended up at the end. Like you see that top left card, I put the number 12, and then there was the little word Mary, and I'm going to stick it to the bottom of the layout, and then I'm going to put day on top of where the Mary is right now, and I'm going to put a Brad, and I'm going to turn off the camera like the page is done, and then I'm going to turn it on, and you're going to see, and to me that just finishes the page. I just loved it when I did that, but we're going to see that a little later. So I took these rub-ons, and they're from Chic Tags, and they're gold stars, and and there's actually little words. So next to Santa I put magical, and then I put a few stars a few places on the layout. And then I grabbed another sticker, and I just love that, it says that it's going to be a holly jolly kind of a day. And then I'm going to put a rub on that says twinkle next to it. And that's going to be like no picture card. It's just going to be a little decoration, and I'm okay with that. I find I have a really hard time taking pictures every day. So if I have 3 pictures on one layout per day, I'm going to be super happy. But what I'm doing to help me with that is I'm going to go and write down every day what ideas of pictures that I need to take. And I did a master list kind of thing, and I had asked just here on YouTube, give me some ideas of things that I can take of pictures. And I wrote all those down, and now I'm going to go to each day and say, okay, on day first, Peppermint makes his appearance, and then I have an appointment, so I'm going to take a picture of that, and Peppermint will probably tag along. And then on December 2nd, take a picture of this, and that. And then if there's, extra things that I can just add it in there, it's okay. But at least it gives me a base to get started, because, like I said, I find it really hard to take pictures every day. I just forget. And I have my iPhone, and it's really accessible, and I was really good at first to take a ton of pictures, but I find that we're down to 1 kid in the house, and it just seems the same routine over and over again, right? You get up, you go to work, you come home. I have 5 days off. I clean. My 5 days off, I don't go anywhere. Like, if I have a doctor's appointment, I go, but apart from that, I don't go shopping, I don't go to town, I just stay home. So there's not much, exciting things. In the winter, we have lots of hockey, so I usually have quite a few pictures of hockey. But so that's where the list is going to help me, because it's just going to prompt me every day. Okay, today, take 5 minutes and take a picture of, your coffee, or that it's snowing outside, or like whatever, the weather, or at a hockey game, or what I bring at a hockey game. Like I'm gonna put little ideas down so that it's gonna help me keep on track with the pictures. And where I have everything set up right now, the day of, I have a Canon selfie, I can just go print, and done. Oh, and I had another question. I feel like I'm like bursting with energy, but I'm not. I'm super tired, so maybe it's like the super tiredness. But anyway, I had another question. They said, we know you have the Canon selfie and the PictureMate. Which one do you prefer? I 100% prefer the Canon selfie. It is so much easier. It is so much more cost effective. It's awesome. And another thing, watch for this coming up on November 30th. Edit on my Facebook group started this thing, and we're going to do 2 videos on November 30th, and there's going to be a whole bunch of us, and we're going to give you links, you know, of all the other people, and we're going to talk about our favorite things, favorite tools, and favorite, I can't remember how she said it, but favorite style. I think it was favorite style. So be looking out for that. They're all going to come out on November 30th. So that's interesting to know, you know, what everybody's favorite tool is going to be. So I just want to give you a heads up for that. I've already started writing mine down, and so I'll be filming that as soon as my days off start. So I think I've answered almost all the questions. Oh, no, somebody asked about that little powder tool again. And that the one with the brush, and that's an EK Success powder tool, and I got mine at Simon Says Stamp. And what it does, it has the powder in the barrel, and you can take away the stickiness of stickers, and then that way, like I like to throw my stickers in the middle, and then when I'm ready to glue them down. So here are a few close-ups of the cards, and you can tell, like the top one, it looks pretty plain. It's cute, but it's plain. And I'm just showing you where I'm going to put photos on these cards. And there I'm going to put the photo in there. I'm going to journal, and I'm going to turn off the camera. And I slowed down the recording so that, you know, you'd have, it'd be easier to see the cards. And I'm just showing you that I'm putting some washi tape wherever I put brads, because then it's just a pain when you're trying to put them in the page protectors. And I think I'm done, so I turn off the camera, and I come back, and I go, no! Because the other page, I had the little elf guy, and then the little elf girl faces the other way, and she snuggles right in there. She looks like I planned for her to be there, so it was just like she was meant to be there. So if you enjoyed this series, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, and that's it. The page is done. Thanks for watching. Bye!